how to beat the queue times at the Alton Towers Resort in 2024. So the summer holidays are fastly approaching and I'm sure many of you are very excited, so I'm here to give you some top tips on how to make the most out of your day. Tip number 1, arrive early. Now I'm sure many of you are thinking, oh, I just want to go later on in the day, enjoy a few hours, and that's okay if you actually live locally. However, if you're travelling really far, I would suggest getting to the park at about just after 8 o'clock, because the turnstiles to the park do open at 9 o'clock, so it gives you an hour before the rides open to queue for your favourite attraction. Now with this does come a risk that a ride might not open at 10 o'clock. Also, the ride might open before 10 o'clock. It's all about taking chances. Get there early, park up, get through the turnstiles at 9 o'clock and queue for Oblivion, Nemesis Reborn, whatever attraction or ride is your favourite. Tip number 2, utilise filler attractions. Now with this being Alton Towers, the queues do get pretty insane during the summer holidays. You could be looking at 2-hour queues for every single ride. So one of my top suggestions is to hit up as many filler rides as possible. Rides such as the Curse of Alton Manor, Marauder's Mayhem, maybe Nemesis Subterra, even though that does get a little bit busier than some of the others. And of course we all do want to go on the big roller coasters. However, if you're only there for one day during the summer period, it can be very tricky. And that'll be another tip coming up in the video. So utilise filler rides for a decent ride count and that'll make you have an even better day. Tip number 3 is to avoid sit-down meals. The roller coaster restaurant and woodcutters are considered sit-down options and they are amazing restaurants. The food is good, the prices are a bit high. However, they are really good restaurants. However, you could end up spending a lot of time in there, whereas some of that time you could be out there riding rides. So the best tip for you if you want to make the most out of your day is to either bring a packed lunch and have it on the front lawns, or even better, have it in the queue line so you're queuing whilst eating. But if you don't want to take your own food, you can always buy a grab and go option from the park and have it in the queue as well. Tip number 4 is to stay at one of the on-site hotels. Now of course the hotels are expensive, however they are brilliant to stay in, and of course you do get early entry into the park, an hour's worth of ride time which is coming in for the summer period. And the best thing about staying on site is you can use the Galactica gate, which is a separate entrance for hotel guests. You'll be able to gain access to Nemesis Reborn and the Curse of Alton Manor during the early ride time. So if this is your one trip of the year or you fancy 2 days at the resort, the hotel is a great way to go. So if you book to stay at one of the hotels during the summer, your short break package will include exclusive early ride time on Nemesis Reborn and the Curse of Alton Manor, Splashtastic water park entry to the theme park, a round of extraordinary golf, a fantastically themed overnight stay, hours of exclusive entertainment, a delicious buffet breakfast, and free car parking for hotel guests. And the final tip of the video, tip number 5, is leave the most popular attractions till later on in the day. Typically the Smiler and Wicker Man, and with Nemesis Reborn this year and the hotel guests being able to use that for early entry, avoid those rides till a bit later on. The best bet when heading to Alton Towers is to start in the Dark Forest. I have done this many times and it is a great area of the park if you want to get 13 and Rita quite quickly. And then maybe once you've done 13 and Rita, head over to X Sector and hit up Oblivion. Smiler will have a very long wait, whereas with Oblivion, not so much. Or you can do it the other way around. Just try to avoid Smiler and Wicker Man until about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, when most people are getting their lunch. The queues will still be big, but they'll not be quite as substantial as they are first thing of the day. So that is my top tips on how to beat the queues at Alton Towers during the summer in 2024. Coming up in the next video, we'll have the best food, best places to eat at the Alton Towers Resort. And if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to leave the video a like and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new, as well as hitting that little bell notification so you never miss a future upload here on the channel. So get ready to ride beyond the theme parks here at Theme Park Beyond.